Hi, and thank you for joining me among the rainbows and the palm trees and the rocky terrain of Anza Borrego Desert State Park. Hi, I'm Daniel, and I am from California State Parks. And we are live with the Adventure Pass Exploration, and we are going to Anza Borrego Desert State Park today. And as we do, we will get a chance to learn more about the Adventure Pass, how you get one, who it's for, where it will take you, and visit Anza Borrego as well. What we'll do is we'll start out with a video from the Adventure Pass and Anza Borrego Desert State Park. Now, we're kind of excited because the program expanded a couple of months ago from 19 parks to 54 parks. And this video was made actually before that. So when you see the word or hear the number 19, know that that's 54 parks today. And we'll talk a little bit more about that on the other side of the video. So let's go ahead and cue up that video and check it out.
Hi, I'm Lydia here at beautiful Anza Borrego Desert State Park, California's largest state park in San Diego, Imperial, and Riverside counties, home to the impressive peninsular bighorn sheep and countless other incredible plants and animals. We are so excited to be one of the 19 California state parks participating in the California Adventure Pass program. This pass is available for California fourth graders and their families, waiving day use and entry fees to give families the free opportunity to visit 19 California state parks for a full year. Our park has over 500 miles of dirt roads and countless trails to explore and discover, as well as a unique visitor center hidden underground to mimic the homes of wildlife in the desert. Visit our website at parks.ca.gov/adventurepass to get your free pass or learn more about this program. Let your adventure begin here at Anza Borrego Desert State Park.
Wow. All right, Lydia, for showing us a bit more about the Adventure Pass. Now, she taught us a lot right there. It's a free fourth grade day use pass for fourth graders and their families. That's good for the entire fourth grade year. And it's for 54 parks now, as opposed to 19 parks. And what was the name of that website, that web address that she used to get on there? Yeah, that's right. Parks.ca.gov/adventure pass. And when you type that in, you'll learn all about the Adventure Pass, who it's for. We know fourth graders, how long it's good for, September 1st to August 31st of your fourth grade year, and how to get one. You'll need mom or dad or guardian to help sign you up. You'll be able to get your Adventure Pass immediately for a download on a mobile device and an email as well. And you'll be able to show your Adventure Pass at any one of the 54 participating parks on a mobile device or a paper pass as well. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this web page. Oh, there we go. We're going right to the map. Now, the map shows us where the 54 Adventure Pass parks are located. And this is an interactive map, everybody. So you can either click on one of the parks on the left-hand side of the screen or on one of the icons on the map. Now, today we'll be going to visit Anza Borrego Desert State Park. That's down in the southern part of the state down here. In fact, we'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit closer here. There we go. Now, Anza Borrego Desert State Park is in between San Diego and El Centro, in between the mountains and the Salton Sea. You'll see that it's right here. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that and check it out. That takes us to the sidebar right here. We can get directions to the park. We can also click on the web page here to learn more about Anza Borrego Desert State Park and what an Adventure Pass user can do while they're there. So super exciting. So that's on the web page as well. In fact, if you want to just take a quick peek at the main web page right here, let me bring that on up onto the screen. Yeah, there we go. So when you type in that web address that's at the bottom of the screen right here, it'll take you to this spot here where you'll learn even more about the Adventure Pass. So let your Adventure Pass explorations begin with this website. You'll learn how to sign up for it, which is very easy. You'll get your pass immediately, and then you can start clicking around um, and finding out where all the Adventure Pass parks are, and start charting your course, starting making your adventure. All right. And also, you will find on our web address, or our web page, is this really cool map right here, too. This map can be printed up into an 11 by 17 poster and hung in classrooms, hung in your bedroom. It's a pretty cool map of all the Adventure Pass parks in California. All right. Now, here we are, like I said, among rainbows and palm trees, rocky terrain. We are at Anza Borrego Desert State Park. So why don't we hop onto Google Earth, and we will take that to get us right where we want to be, where we'll meet up with Calder. He's at the Anza Borrego Desert Visitor Center right there in the state park, and we'll meet up with him. So hold on, everybody. We're taking a little bit of a ride. All right. Here we are. Now I'm here at the visitor center, and I'm looking for Calder. And hey,
Dan.
there he is. Hey, Calder, how you doing?
Oh, it's a bit warm out here.
Awesome. What's the temperature?
I don't know, but in the summer it can get up to 102 degrees. It's a lot less than that, but it's still for when the rest of Southern California is a bit rainy right now, it's a bit warm.
All right. Well, Calder, I'd love for you to tell us what an Adventure Pass user can do at Anza Borrego and all the cool stuff that's going on there. So take it away, my friend.
Well, as Daniel just said, I'm Calder Hall, and I'm an interpreter here at Anza Borrego Desert State Park. And a lot of people hear the Desert State Park. Why would anyone want to go to a desert? Deserts are sandy, lifeless, dry. Well, if you're not paying attention, they can look that way. But a desert is full of all sorts of interesting life that's adapted to survive in these harsh conditions. And so there is all sorts of stuff to do in Anza Borrego. Anza Borrego is one of California's oldest state park. It's one of its older state parks, and it's also its biggest state park. So there is a whole lot to do here. I think that any trip out to Anza Borrego always should start at our visitor center. I'm going to just go turn this around so that you're looking at me. So right behind me, right there, you can see the building right behind me, is our visitor center. It's underground, as Lydia said a little bit ago. And inside that visitor center, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can watch a movie about the environment or about some of the people who lived here. You can also see some of our exhibits about some of the people who lived here before us, the Kumai and the Kauai people. You can learn about some of our desert environments, such as our badlands, our flats, and our high desert, where sometimes it can, even around this time of year, snow in the desert. So if you didn't know that, it can sometimes snow in the desert. One of my favorite things you can do in the visitor center is look through the fossils. Anza Borrego is one of California's greatest fossil beds. So we have a large amount of fossils from prehistoric Ice Age megafauna, like giant sloths, saber-toothed tigers, and mammoths. You can also take a little walk around our little garden here and take a look at some of the plants you can see out around here. For instance, Daniel, tell me if it's still in shot right here. We have...
Absolutely. It's looking good.
Right here, we have an ocotillo, and if you saw it right there, you will notice it has some green leaves. Ordinarily, ocotillo don't have leaves on them. They look like dead bundles of sticks. But right now, we just recently had a rain, and so ocotillos When it rains, ocotillos rapidly grow leaves so that they can carry out photosynthesis and then lose them. We also have this little cuddly fella, a cholla cactus, right here, a cholla cactus. And a cholla cactus, sometimes known as a jumping cactus or a teddy bear cactus, is a little prickly guy that can, if you get tagged by it, butt off a part of itself and attach to you, so it looks like it jumps. They're a bit spiky, so I don't advise touching them. Stay away from them. I know that from experience. We also nearby, could we pull up the slideshow? One more again. We also nearby have Palm Canyon. That is our most famous hike here in the desert. The Palm Canyon hike, it's a 3-mile hike up to a palm oasis where groundwater runs closer to the surface. So that gives California fan palms the ability to grow there. And these provide environments for all sorts of animals, such as amphibians, which can live in the water, and bats, which live in the skirts of the fan palms. So these are really rare environments and really important to preserve to give protection to the ecosystem. Next slide, please. Also in those areas, we have our most famous resident, the bighorn sheep.
Wow.
Sheep, yeah, no. I saw one a couple weeks ago, like a group of them climbing around the mountain, and they're really adapted to the desert environments. They have great camouflage. So when they're up on the mountain, all you can see is you can only see their little white butts bouncing up and down the mountain up there. So
awesome.
They are perfectly adapted to the desert environment with their camouflage, and they have different adaptations to help them survive in the harsh summers. They can drink a whole lot of water from these desert oases really fast. And that water is pretty important because, as I said earlier, it can get up to 102 degrees here in the summer. So I don't recommend coming here in the summer. And even in the winter, around now, it can get a bit warm here. So always remember to bring a lot of water. Next slide. Next slide, please. Also in the spring around now, pretty soon here, in about a couple of months here, we're going to have a big flower bloom. If the rains come in just right and come in with the right amount of water and the right amount of rain at the right time intervals, we can have these massive flower blooms. What were weeks before fields of sand and rock can turn bright purple with desert verbena, yellow with brittle bush, and they make giant and world famous flower bloom. So that's also a pretty big thing we have out here in the park. You can cut the slideshow now. Just go back to me. We also have out in those areas our badlands, and badlands are one of the most interesting desert environments. These are environments eroded by rain, and they provide great overlooks to other places. Out there, we have an off-road driving route to Fawns Point, which is probably the best overlook point in our park. We also have my personal favorite hike, the Slot Canyon out in our Borrego Badlands, which is a hike through this rain-cut slot canyon where you have to press yourself up against the rock wall to crawl through these really narrow crevices. And that's really cool to do. We also, when you get done with all that hiking throughout the day, we also allow primitive camping. So we allow camping outside of campgrounds. If you do it correctly, you can, and remember to bring out all your stuff. You don't necessarily need to pay for a campground spot here in Anza Borrego. And I really do recommend you spend the night, because once you spend the night, you can take a look at our desert night sky. Anza Borrego is an international dark sky community, so it's one of the best places to look at stars in California. There are beautiful views of the night sky where you can count constellations, see planets and comets at times of year. It is really beautiful. So there is a whole lot to do out in Anza Borrego if you come out here. The desert is not boring. Back to you, Daniel.
Wow. Calder, thank you so much for sharing your experiences and your knowledge about Anza Borrego Desert, your enthusiasm for the desert. You can feel it through the airwaves. Awesome. Yeah, I'm so glad you told a story about the bighorn sheep, because I was going to ask, have you seen one before? And the answer, of course, is yes. So cool. So much to do. an Anza Borrego Desert State Park, as you said, for not only Adventure Pass users and their family, but for everybody. So awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Calder. And yeah, everybody, Adventure Pass users, your families, and everybody else, when you get to Anza Borrego Desert State Park, check out Calder. Look for Calder. He'll answer your questions. He'll point you in the right direction. Already some good suggestions about spending the night if you can, experiencing the desert sky. It's a magical moment, as Anza Borrego Desert State Park is full of. So again, Calder, thank you so much. I'll see you later, and get out there and go hug a palm tree for me.
I will, Daniel. Thank you.
Right on. All right. All right, everybody. We're coming to an end of another Adventure Pass Exploration Live broadcast. We can see tickering across the bottom of our screen the web address to find out more about this free 4th grade day use California State Parks Adventure Pass, how to sign up for one, all the ins and outs of it, and where it will take you as well. Now, the Adventure Pass is a super cool pass, but California State Parks has other super cool passes. In fact, I'm going to bring up right here on screen a poster of our Library Parks Pass. That's right, a Library Parks Pass. Please raise your hand if you have a library card for your local library. All right. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of hands going up out there. Well, with that library card, you may go to your local library and check out a California State Parks day use pass. It's good for over 200 state parks. So a bit more than the Adventure Pass. And we can see, to learn even more, you can go to www.parks.ca.gov/outdoors for all. This is part of the Outdoors for All initiative, designed to make parks and outdoor spaces more accessible for everybody in our wonderful state of California. And this Library Parks Pass, all you need is your library card, which is free, and then it'll allow you to check out a free day use pass that will get you into many of our wonderful California state parks. So with that, I just want to kind of end with our California State Parks Adventure Pass flyer on screen, and encourage all 4th graders, or if you know a 4th grader, if you have a 4th grader in your family, encourage them to sign up for their Adventure Pass and get out there and explore these wonderful California state parks. Remember, these state parks are our state parks, your state parks, everybody's state parks that live in California, and they're best appreciated when we're in them, enjoying them, and all the resources and incredible things they have to offer. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me here today on Adventure Pass Exploration Live. Next month, we will visit another Adventure Pass California State Park, and that is a mystery for now. But February 23rd at noon, I will see you all right back here. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Again, I'm Daniel from California State Parks, signing off, saying, and I will see you in the park. Bye now.